my lights.
Okay, muting ourselves. Okay.
Okay, we are recording. Cue Peter.
Okay, welcome everybody. Good evening. We got a couple more tenors than last week. We don't have to use the binding machine to turn basses into tenors. We're missing a few more altos. So we're gonna count on you guys all singing so that Shandor can hear us from where he is, as he's not here, as you can tell. We very much appreciate Jennifer and Becky coming and joining us. You've seen her dashing about the scenes, behind the scenes over at Sacred Heart. And I can say again here how much we appreciate, you know, both the facility and also your time over there to help us get going. Not just this year, but our last rehearsal last year. Arnold. Yes. I don't have an accent, so you can hear me. So we're going to, Chandra cannot join us. He had an issue with his son that he's dealing with, and trying to get that taken care of. He's disappointed not to be here, but we're very fortunate that Jennifer is close by and very capable. So we're going to focus tonight on the Rehearsal and the Palestrina, right? Yes. And we're going to get to follow a new leader, so you all get to pay attention. Extra special. Let's see where she takes us. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. My name is Jennifer. I'm a singer. I'm like you. Okay. So one of the things that's great about that is that my job here tonight is to give you hints and tips and clues on how do I find my note as a singer. The importance of that will become very apparent when you hear how much of not a pianist I am. Okay, so we're in this together. I can play notes, but I can't play more than 2 or 3 at a time. So we'll be working a little bit more on finding our notes from the part that you just heard before. If you're an alto, finding your note with the soprano, decide how do I get my pitches from that. And then we'll be working on sort of the shape of lines, because that's something I can do. And also finding you're really nailing the intervals and the changes of the pitches, which becomes very important when we're looking at pieces like Palestrina and Rehearsal. So first, I'd like you to all start by standing up and let's do some warm-ups. So the first thing I like to do is reach for the stars. Roll those shoulders back. Really feel nice and strong in your posture. That means, I always tell my singers, the 2 most important things about having a great singing voice are posture and breath. And it's not what you think, okay? So posture just means feet flat on the floor, knees slightly bent. Your heels, your hips, and your shoulders should be as close to in alignment as possible. And then those ears over top of the shoulders. We all have a tendency to have tech neck nowadays, right? But really try as hard as you can to pull those ears over the shoulders, because it opens up this nice big wide space to make a beautiful voice box, beautiful sound in and out. And then breathing, you've heard about support, you've heard about all these other things. All I want you to do is take an easy breath in and an easy release. That's all singing is. Easy in, easy out, okay? So let's just breathe in, and we're gonna hiss. We're gonna breathe in on 2 and we're gonna hiss out on 8. Ready? Oh, nice and gentle. One more time. Ready? Breathe in on 2. Good. It's like meditative. Now we're all breathing together. Now we're all starting to feel focused. Okay. So now from this crazy place, I want you to warm up the way I have everybody from my kindergartners all the way to my adult choirs, my seniors choirs warm up. We're gonna go on a roller coaster together. Ready? We're gonna go. One more time, get higher. Ready? One more. Let me hear it real nice and high and relaxed. We're gonna do. If it's too high, you can start down here. Ready? I know we're all breathing inside of a mask, but try to open up that mouth when you breathe in, even though I can't see it, like you're biting into an apple. And that puts your soft palate up where it needs to be and your tongue nice and relaxed. Ready? I like one more. Good. From here, okay, we're going to do the words Bella Signora, which is Italian for beautiful lady, with all these beautiful ladies in front of me. Gentlemen, you can earn points by saying this at home to your lovely spouses. Okay, but we're gonna do Bella Signora. Two things. That nya on the nyo opens up that space on the top, and you can use that, and then you can bloom into that ah vowel. Okay, so we do Bella Signora. Everybody ready? Bella Signora. Bella Signora. Bella Signora. Bella Signora. Bella Signora. Bella Signora. Altos and tenors from altos and basses, you can go as far as you want. I don't expect you to go very far further up this, but sopranos and altos, sopranos and tenors, as you go, now I want you to start to modify the vowel. So you're going to make it a little bit narrower at the top. Instead of ah, we're going to start to go to ah, Bella Signora. So out here, it's still going to sound like ah, but the ah is going to give a little bit more height. So it's called vowel modification. Sopranos and tenors, no matter what the composer says, if he makes you sing ledger lines above the staff, you do not sing what's on the page, okay? Shandor and I have a similar tempo job, and many times when we're singing, I have the soprano line, and it's like all the way up here, and I have to sing and I'm like, I'm not singing that. You make it something that's much easier and just put the vowels on a clothesline, okay? The consonants on the clothesline. If I'm spitballing too fast, I'll get through it. I'll make my, yeah. Can you tell I had an extra cup of coffee when Shandor called me? I'm pumped. If I say things and I go too fast, please just be like, Jen, what do you mean? Okay, because we haven't developed a vocabulary together yet. I've worked with at least one of you, two of you before, but otherwise, we're all new to each other. So, are we warming? Are we feeling warm? Are we feeling warm? Okay, I'd like to do one more thing. I'd like to have my basses sing bow, the word bow. Okay, all together on the same note and hit the note all together. Ready? Good, that's a nice healthy forte. Now I want to hear mezzo forte. Okay, that was kind of mezzo piano. Good, but somewhere, whatever, that's good. Perfect. Stick with that. Stick with that. Okay, tenors. Good. Can I have the two parts together? On the word bow. Very nice sound. Can you turn towards each other? Just cheat a little bit towards each other so you can hear each other. Hi. I got some sopranos over here and altos over here. Who are you looking for? Okay. Just sing at each other. Ready? Good. Altos, can I have these on? Ready? Good. Can the basses join us on the same note? Good. With the tenors. Good. Now out sopranos. Ready? Good. So they have perfect intervals. The basses and the altos are in a perfect octave. Should be the same note. The fifth is another perfect interval. It's a perfect fifth above the basses and a perfect fourth below the altos. Okay, but you guys have the third. Okay, so ready? Everybody together. Good. The reason I'm having you do this is because the G has which would be the third, has a tendency of either going sharper, but if it goes flat, you make a minor chord. Okay, so if they sing their same pitches, everybody makes sopranos. You do your minor. It's very different. Make a major. Good. So that's the key that we're in the Palestrine. That's E flat major. Okay. And there's a lot of that. So one of the things I'm going to be pointing out is when altos and basses are in octaves, or tenors and basses are in perfect fifths or perfect fourths. And we want to listen for those intervals with each other and make sure that they stay in tune. Because remember, I said at the beginning, I can only play 1 or 2 notes at a time. Okay, so if I'm playing the alto note, I might be able to sing along with the soprano note, but I might not. Who knows? So you guys might be on your own, and you better keep a perfect 5th away. I don't know, perfect there. All right, major's there. Good. So have a seat. So your fearless leader, Shandor, asked me to start with the credo in the Palestrina. The only part in the mass that the Catholics don't sing anymore because it's too darn long. We cut it. We speak it to get through the text faster. So, in this, you have the altos with your E flat that you had. This is page 8 in my score of the Palestrina. So sopranos are on the perfect fit. Okay. So soprano, altos have the do in the key. Can you just sing oh again? Oh. And sopranos, can you add your 5th? Good, good. So I want you to start to feel where those intervals are, right? So this begins with the sopranos, but you're on the 5th. They have the do. So you need to know where your pitch is in relation to them because they're just hovering around that do. Okay, good. So let's start with the sopranos at the beginning of the credo, but I want you to, when you're singing, you have to constantly kind of be figuring out where you are in relation to that alto part, okay? So he said medium slow. Is it like 1, 2, 3, 4? Or is it faster than that? Good, okay. So just the sopranos from the beginning of credo. 1, 2, ready, and. Good, good. Is there a question, guys? No? Only because if we're gonna work, and I'm gonna be working on intervals, the less of the jibba jabba, the better. No offense, we don't know each other, but the less of the jibba jabba, the more people can hear their pitches in relation, and there's not other things going on in the group. So, altos, your part from the beginning is 1, 2. Yeah, we're not gonna go past that right now. We're just gonna put the sopranos and the altos together, and you're gonna be a cappella most of it because I can only do one thing at a time. So I might sing with the sopranos and play with the altos, but that's all you get. So sopranos there. 1, 2. similar to what we just did. 1, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, okay, good. Mostly yes. Mostly yes. Good going, sopranos. Keep it with that sort of melody line. Altos, I threw you a little bit under the bus there, but let's just do your filium in measure 17. Pick up to 18. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I missed that F. I'm a soprano. I've never read that many ledger lines under the staff. I get paid by the ledger line. What is that? That's way too much. That's rich there, Palestrina. Good. So. Okay. Yes. So I hit some weird note and it was not the F because it doesn't look like an F to me. All right. Good. Can we try just the sopranos and altos together from the beginning that far, from patronato? Okay? Gentlemen, we will be with you in 1 moment, please. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually stand. That's what I want. 1, 2, 3, and. That's my fault. Bad counting, bad conductor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And you end up on those octaves, that perfect octave. Good work, ladies. Good. Have a seat. It'll be easier when we have the foundation of support that we need from the basses and tenors. Excellent. All right. So this begins, and the tenors have something, the opening note that the sopranos had, and the basses have the opening note that the altos had. But where do we get them from right before that? Do you know? You do. Where are you gonna find it? Alto to bass. Yes. So they're leading you, right? They have right? Good. So if you don't know where your note is, gentlemen, circle what the gentleman who just said that is. I don't know your name. Dave. Hi, Dave. Good work. A+. Gold star. Good. So at the pick up to measure 7, altos do 3, 3. Okay, so if you can sort of hum along with them, either out loud or in your inner ear, that's the thing that singers do, right? When you're following along? Yes? Good. Tenors, how are you gonna find your note? The perfect fifth. Yeah, tenors, that's your job. That's your whole job in life, is to find that fifth and stick that fifth. Yes, yes, okay, but also, in case you are having a moment where you're thinking about, what you're having for dessert later, and you're lost in the score and you think, oh yeah, how am I gonna find that? I don't remember what fifth is. What you hear right before is that the altos and sopranos measure 5, okay? They have the beginning of 5. And they both wind up on a B flat. Yep, good. Okay, so let's start with you right there, tenors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, it keeps going. Yeah, sorry for a second, I read the alto line and I was like, what? You've got the measures of rest. No, good. And it's Jesu, right? That I-E. I don't want anybody to think it's an L-E. Jesum Christum. It's like it's a J, right? Everybody knows that. I know everybody knows that. I'm just saying out loud in case anybody, again, is thinking about dessert, what you're having for dessert later. You're checked out into a chocolate sundae. Jesum Christum. Good. Let's just go back up before I stop there. So measure 12, 13. You've got et in unum. See where I am? 3, 4, 1. One, 2, 3. Right? Yeah. So, one more time from Phoebe. 2, 3. Yes, I think somebody's holding the knee a little bit too long, right? I'm perfectly capable of messing up rhythm. I'm a soprano. Sorry, ladies. But I'm perfectly capable of messing that up. So if I was wrong, forgive me. One more time for Ophelia. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Stop. Good. Okay. Now let's listen to the basses part. Not just listen, but participate. Remember that bow. That's your note. That's your bow note. Okay? So I want everything, even if you're singing B, Z, B, L, U, have that space of the oh vowel. Your basses, you should always be sounding like big bells. Boom, boom. Like Carol of the Bells. Boom. No. So, 1, 2. Two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Nice work, gentlemen. Okay, let's put the guys together and let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice, gentlemen. Woohoo! Let's put it all together. Everybody stand. One more time on that roller coaster. Good. Now sing it with that joy. I know it's like Palestrina and you feel like you're hemmed in and you're like, oh, I want to get this right. And it's so much mental music and it's like so refined and everything. But at the time, he was the rock star of his day. Palestrina was living the lush life, okay? He had patrons, he had life and food on his table. He could probably, educate his children, which was a big deal back then. So let's you can sing it with more like life. Even if you don't like it, pretend like you do. Okay? Like, love this music. This is rock star music. Okay? There's a lot of music I have to pretend I like, but like the Beatles. I'm sorry, I don't get the Beatles. You're just not getting the Beatles. I know. Kick me out now. But I'm never gonna get it. So there are things you have to pretend you like so that you don't make people crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Good, 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 good. That was my fault. Good. Yay. We got through that we expected. Woohoo. All right. Let's keep going from there. Keep reading. I didn't know you knew this as well. I thought I was going to have to be like teaching notes. Way to go, guys. All right. So we are at measure 32, 33, 34. The tenors take up the charge now. 1. This B flat is a really. That's a little bit more sound. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 3, 4, 1, 2. Duck noise and we got a little bit confused. Good. So let's take this apart a little bit more and we'll put it back together. Let's see. Who should we put together? Have a seat. Have a seat. This is good. You guys see, you just have to pretend you love it. Just fake it till you make it. Just fake it till you make it. Good. No, I love Palestrina, but not everybody has the same taste in music as me. So I'm okay with that. Good. Tenors, you were doing great, but I think I threw you off. So let's start with you and we'll just do tenors and basses from measure 32, 33, halfway through 34. 3, 4, 1, 2. Good work, gentlemen. Okay. I love that. Descendi. Yeah, descendi. Yeah, it's really good word painting in there. I'm all up for some. This is why I love Palestrina. Good word painting. It's descendi, and then we're going down. It's so cool. Okay. Let's go to sopranos and altos. Same place. So actually the last measure top of page 10, measure 35, we begin with the altos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Descendit de celis. Came down from heaven. Good. Does anybody have any questions in any of that? Yes.
I'm sorry, maybe this came up last week when I wasn't here, but on the De Celis, that note marking, how many beats is that?
Well, it's 4 because we're counting in
Two.
half notes. So it's 4 beats if we're doing 1. Alto line is 3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that I just wasn't.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It threw me for a loop the first time I saw it. It's a lunga.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yes. 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 Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Can we go from the top of this page to 10 to the, and then just keep going. Let's just see if we keep swimming. I told you, the prelude is always the hardest part of any of these through composed masses. And you all know that I'm the music director at Sacred Heart. I'm also a parishioner there, so I can say this with total understanding. You need to know that us Catholics have wised up and realized, let's just speak this part because it's too much text, goes too slow, and the whole mass is going along, and then you step on the brakes. It's like, come on. Yeah, so we've gotten through this point, you know, but this was obviously 600 years ago. They've not gotten to that point. Yeah. So let us look at top of page 10 with the tenors and the altos in their little duet before the sopranos and the tenors come in at the same at the fifth. 1, 2. All right, we got off. So let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Nice, good. Let's go to the top of page 11. Motoring right along in slow motion. Hey, this is the chord that we weren't up on. Yes, good, this should be easy. It's homophonic, we're all moving at the same time. No more of that crazy contrapuntal stuff. Bass, tenor, alto, soprano. 1, 2, ready, and. Measure 58 one more time on Virginie. That was good so far. And then I went into double time because I was getting all excited. I was getting all interested. This is what happens happens when you're a music nerd. You get really excited and then you mess up. Downbeat of 58. 3, 4. Page turns stink, don't they? Every time page turns stink. Yes. Okay, good. Back at our et resurrexi terzi idea. Okay, let's do those entrances. Basses and tenors, you were great. Soprano, you were great. And then the page turn came and we kind of collapsed because we all got a little lost. So, starting with the basses. 1, 2, 3. What measure? Well, the basses came in on measure 70, pick up to 71. And then we were going towards that page turn, 11 into 12. Okay, one more time from that same place. Basses and tenors. Way to go. Sopranos. See where I am? Everybody? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good. We lost the sopranos, but that's okay. I was playing the altos alone. Like I said, sometimes when I'm alone, I can only play 1 or 2 notes at a time. That's okay.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Honestly, that A flat measure, last measure of the top of 12, 70 something, 78, comes out of nowhere. 1. A flat feels like it's a brand new planet, right? I don't know why it feels so out of place there. Oh well, because you're coming out of the bass is on the B flat, sopranos are here. It's a weird chord progression, even for Palestrina. I mean, he's a rock star, but that is some like progressive rock right there. Okay, that's like mind-blowing A flat out of the nowhere. So altos, if you're feeling like I don't know how to get to that note, it's far away. It's not just you. Okay, so then you're the glue, you're the peanut butter sandwich. You determine the flavor of the sandwich there. Okay, that's the progressive rock chord. They're just the bread. You make the sandwich. You want it to be peanut butter. Don't freak out and just go flat and make it tuna fish. Okay, so just go jump into the peanut butter. Go for it. I'm sorry if I'm like kind of crazy. You can tell I spend a lot of time teaching children. Right? Okay. Good. So one more time from the basses and tenors. You guys are laying down a solid foundation. I got no bones to pick. Okay. Does anybody have any questions though before we keep plowing over these notes? I want you to feel comfortable with them. Sopranos, I'm not feeling like you're confident on your entrance in 76. How are you doing? How's it feel? It's kind of all right. Yeah. Okay. How do we find more confidence there? Okay. And it's the altos have they're on 2 of the measure. 1. Good. That feels a little more confident. Good. Okay. You're just hanging out there, and you feel like, when do I come in? It's all shifting sand under my feet. That's a shifting sand moment. Best I can tell you is to try to clock in. Usually try to ignore tenors in life, but in there, I would try to check in with those tenors because they are laying it down. They know their part. Okay, they'll lead you in better than the altos will. They're better dance partners at that moment. So I would really pay attention with my ears, circle their part, and they're leading to so you know that you're where their E flat is, and you're gonna sing do so perfect fifth from there. Okay, that'll give you a little more grounding in that moment, so you don't feel so out to sea. Basses and tenors, will you lead us back in at 60, pick up to 71? Again, I like that part. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So I forgot to ask Spanish to join us. I gotta write a calligraphy notation. So one more time. Same place. 1, 2, 3. Nice work. Okay, we're gonna take a little 10-minute break now. We got through the cradle. Woo! Tell me that's not the most time you spent on the cradle. That is the most time. Okay. If anybody has any questions or think I'm doing everything wrong, please write to your fearless leader. Yep. Yeah, no. Sopranos, you're doing a great job. I'm leaving you on your own devices. Tenor spaces, and it's not that the altos are not doing a great job. It's just that I can hear them the best next to me. So I want them to be right. Yeah.
I'll get there.
Wow. Thank you, Jennifer. All righty, so welcome to Union Congregational Church. The acoustics here are a little better, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
It's easier for us to hear each other, and that's one of the things that I'm enjoying. And in as much as a lot of what we're doing is going to be a cappella, that's going to be, I think, a lot easier for us to get those sounds together here. I'm gonna have other announcements coming as well, but I just wanted to take the opportunity again to remind everybody, this is an amazing group that's been going since 1952. And we're a part of a community, but we're also our own community. And what makes us succeed is the work of everybody that chips in at every part of the process. And we value everything that you all do. But it's not going to stop us from asking for you to do more. The more that you can help us on the board and with different positions do the things that we need to do to keep our organization going, the better we can be as a group, the more professional we can be as we go forward. And so
You look very professional, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is serious. And I'm wearing my serious hat. But I know Bob's been working on some things for fundraising, and I'm sure he's going to talk about some stuff tonight. There'll be more things coming. But anything that we can do, and I might chip in when you say your piece, but any little bits that you can do. We're not asking for everybody to take on a whole lot of work on anything, but if different people can just chip in and do something small along the way, it can help us out. So as we go through the season, we'll be throwing opportunities at you to raise your hand, just help out a little bit, and anything you can do would be appreciated. That being said, and it's a wonderful way to pay back the community as well as we reach out to the broader audiences out there. What we're doing here with live streaming rehearsals is a little bit of a practice setup for what we're wanting to do this year, which is live stream our concert. And I think that's going to be a great way to let our friends and family that aren't here, my daughter in San Jose and my daughter in Philadelphia are going to get to watch the concert this year, which is, a terrific thing. So there's going to be some really exciting things like that. But I have our gifts to sell, and if anybody wants to partake and needs masks, we have masks. We have our cups or mugs. We have, goodbye camera. We have our coasters, which can come in really handy for protecting pianos for decorations. And we have here mugs that I've made a mess of, but can hold cupcakes. And I don't know if I can light this.
Just don't set the decoration.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there we go. And somebody has a birthday today.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to you.
The funny hats have come out for our viewers at home.
Oh, this is,
There we
thank
go.
you.
There's your- And your cupcake too, madam. And the
And a new
sloppy cupcake mug. All right, so back to our regularly scheduled programming. Who has something else to contribute here tonight? Okay, that's Grace, come on.
I don't know if anybody needs pencils or wants pencils, who hasn't gotten any pencils since they've come. There's also bags there if you're a new person and member, and little gift bags or little hostages. So let me know if you haven't gotten any of that.
Okay, John, you got something?
I am the keeper of vaccination records. I think you've all been to rehearsals, but if this is your first rehearsal, please check with me so I can take a peek at your vaccination card and record you.
And I am the keeper of fundraising. And as a friendly reminder, we are still working out the kinks for the autumn bub sale, but I promise you, next week, we will have all of the information that you need for purchasing the bulbs. But in the meantime, you can still start making a list of the ones that you wanted. The reason there is a delay is because, as I mentioned earlier on, the company that we had been working with for all those years was sold out, and there are new people involved, and that's what's taking so long. Have been in touch constantly with the person who we are working with, and part of the delay is they were not sure whether the prices were going to be increased, but we were able to negotiate, and the prices are going to remain the same as they were previously. So I hope to have all that information for you next week. Also, I'll have to talk to Helen more about this, but she sent out, I think it came from you, about Giving Tuesday. Did that come from you?
Yeah, I just got an email on it, but yeah, I don't know that we've participated in it in the past,
But that might be something we could consider. Because as Peter has said, we need all the money we can get.
And one of the things, there's actually, there's going to be a givingtuesday.org is running an all day. I mean, it starts at 9 o'clock in the morning and the last thing ends at 6:30 tomorrow night. But all day tomorrow, there are a number of different segments of people making presentations from different organizations on ways to capitalize on Giving Tuesday. Most of the presentations are 15 minutes, half an hour maximum, and many of them really wouldn't apply to an organization such as ours. And I don't think we need to ask anybody to watch this thing from 9 o'clock tomorrow morning to 6:30. But I'm going to leave these up here. Take a look at the agenda and the items that are going to be happening tomorrow. And if there's something that you think might be a great way to take advantage of for Giving Tuesday, and Giving Tuesday, by the way, is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, if I recall. Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So the Monday after Thanksgiving is the online shopping day where everybody spends all their money at Amazon. Whatever, if you have anything left on Tuesday, it's Giving Tuesday, and it's when a lot of companies will do coordinated events with employees to match funds and things like that. But it's a great way before the end of the year to do something that might help on your taxes. But just it's a great opportunity, and it would be nice while a lot of the rest of the world is talking about Giving Tuesday for us to jump in on that. So I'll leave 2 copies of these. You can just flip through, and if it's something that you think might be interesting, please talk to Bob about it, and maybe you could just check into the presentation tomorrow and look at that 15-minute segment or half an hour and just compare notes and come up with something that we can do. Any report on, yes, Helen?
I just wanted to let people know that I think everybody knows by now that we're doing 2 performances. The first one will be here on November 20th. And we will be going to Grace Church in Newark, historic Grace Church in Newark. It's just south of City Hall on Broad Street. It's a beautiful, beautiful Gothic church with a great music tradition. They're very excited to have us. Bob and I were down there this afternoon meeting with their new music director, and he is actually going to be our organist for both of our concerts. And I think everybody will love singing there. It has wonderful acoustics. And we'll be it's going to be 3 o'clock on Sunday, the 21st. So we hope everybody who's singing here will be able to go the next day down to Newark. We'll probably be carpooling. We talked all sorts of details, which I won't bore you with right now, but we're very excited about it. And this has been supported for us by, what's it called again? It's a State Arts Council through Essex County.
Arts.
So they gave us a special grant to do this, which, so we really want to have a good turnout, both for the choir and the audience, and we'll be filling you in on all the details very soon.
And this is information, it's the website for the church. If you want to take up, just come up, you can take a note of that and take a look at home, because it's a magnificent building, and it's a lot of fun to look at. They've done a lot of great things musically over the years, as I mentioned last week. So, any other announcements? Yes.
So next Sunday, October 17th, not this coming Sunday, but the next Sunday, we have Bella Horvath of the Street Quartet is performing at Glen Ridge Congregational Church in Glen Ridge. I have flyers here for anybody who is interested. With that should be a terrific concert at 3 o'clock on Sunday the 17th.
All right. What I didn't say beforehand, the ladies' room right there, right in the corner, the men's room is just out in the vestibule to the left. And that's our break. It's nice and temperate outside if you want to also get some fresh air.
Take your mask.
Okay, kids, whoever's online, I'm going to pause the recording. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now recording again.
All right, we're back online, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to commend you on a wonderful prayer, because that's the part we all want to skip. And when Sean texted me and said, start with the cradle, I was like, come on, send me up here. This is a setup. So, two other things I wanted to say. I'm really excited to get to perform at Grace Church, Newark. I've done a couple concerts there, but they're just recently, I don't want to say departed, that sounds awful. But their former music director, he got a gig in Philadelphia. So he's down at an even bigger congregation in Philadelphia. So it seems to be the jumping off point for very good musicians, but it's an excellent, excellent space to perform. Also, I know I was just talking to Claudette. You guys were sitting in the absolute worst places in Sacred Heart Church to hear and be heard. It is 100% out for the choir to be in the round in the back. And when you can do that, you can hear everybody like a pin drop. And it shoots the sound out into the room in a really amazing way. The problem is that how we were seated in order to social distance, and is just, you get all of the reverberation of the whole room, and it doesn't work for anybody, believe me. Having survived the pews of Sacred Heart, you're already in great shape, I'm just gonna say. So, since I am not a pianist, and I can listen a little bit better, and I know that this is gonna be frustrating, but we've got 34 more minutes, and I feel like it's not a good use of time to skip to another piece. So I am going to drag you further into Palestrina, because we can be a cappella here, okay? We're already having tonality in our ears. So we got through the cradle, which is excellent. That is so much good work. I know the basses are hoping I say, let's do the Benedictus, right? Am I right, gentlemen? I'm right. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. Yes. No, I want to go to the Yeah, there's no basses in the Benedictus. And that's a very common thing that you'll see in the form of masses, whether it becomes, the Benedictus becomes a smaller trio or a quartet, with a larger quartet could just come in on the hosannas, or, but Palestrina really kind of decided that that was a cool thing to do, that to have a smaller group and have it a little bit different of a voicing. I want to go start at the top of the, well, I was going to say start at the top of the hosannas, but the sanctus, but I don't. I want to go to the hosannas on page 21. I want to work backwards. Okay, so the top of page 21, I know this is just page 21, and then we're going to go back into the hosannas and the sanctus, and we'll see if they're the same or different. I don't know. I got this score 20 minutes before you all walked in the door, so it's a surprise. All right, so that said, we haven't started with the, have we started with the altos? We did in the very beginning. Well, let's go back to starting with the altos and the sopranos and the tenors and the basses. Everybody all together on page 21. Okay, so this is another one of those chords where we're this is our 5 chord in E flat major. It's the middle of the Benedictus, top of page 21 on the hosanna. Hosanna, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, I think we're a little bit off. Good, good, good. Let's just keep counting, okay? That would be cool. No, very not You are absolutely right. You know, and it's Sacred Heart. All of my basses, I say, you start here, and they always sing. They just have octave. They don't want to be up there. But gentlemen, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Very good. Okay. That's a whole page of music we just did. Have you ever done this before? Good. Sopranos, you're freaking out on the counting. Yes, I know. So let's just look at your counting, okay? And it's I didn't mean to make a knock against sopranos before. You know I love you because I am you. I know you know I love you. Okay, so we're okay in the first phrase, and then we get to that high F, and we're like, oh my God, I'm gonna get all these notes as fast as possible, right? But it's 4 whole counts. 1, 2, so 1, 2. Sorry, that's my fault. Yeah. Good, good, good. Okay, sorry, I was getting excited. See, I was doing the soprano thing. I was like, what are we all? Okay, good. Can we put altos with their sopranos at, we'll start on our F and you come in on the D at the last beat of the top system, page 21. You see where I am?
Could we actually work our line separately?
Sure.
Please, we're-
That's fine. One, so can, okay, well, you've got the first phrase right.
Yeah, then we
Okay.
have that.
Okay, so you do cease at the last measure on the top of page 21, okay? 3, 4. Cease. So it's no, B flat. No, sorry. That looks like a G to me. So one more time. One. That's a cruddy line. Sorry, ladies. What was you thinking? Giovanni, what were you thinking? From that cease again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cease. Sorry, that was my fault. Cease. Good. Can we do that with the sopranos? The two note parts together? Soprano starting first. 1, 2. Good. This time, same thing without the piano. Okay? 1, 2. Nice, okay? Now, I was punching those notes so that we were all moving at the same time, but can we sing it this time a little bit more like that? A little more string of pearls instead of, okay? So a little less of the chain coming through and a little more string of pearls, okay? Same place, sopranos, I want you to. Oh, you don't have to worry about the H up there. That's the back of the throat. You don't want those, okay? Just like in the Hebrew, you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want that. Oh, you're going for the word oh. 1, 2. Good. Can we do everybody back at the beginning? Gentlemen, is there, no, you have easy notes. You have to sing the notes. Okay. Bass, tenor. Everybody sing the Hosanna standing up. 1, 2, ready, concern. Some people think, oh my gosh, it's a cappella. How are we not gonna flow down? E flat's an easy key. E flat's an easy key to keep into. Good. Backing up to page 17. No, do we want to do that? Nah, let's back up to page 16. The Sanctus, okay? You can sit if you want to, but you can have to sit up straight. Okay, sit up straight. Feet flat on the floor, or otherwise keep sitting. Up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, time out. Something went crazy with the counting in the top. Sorry, and it was probably my fault. So we'll start one more time. Oh, okay. I was trying to keep it on the camera. Okay. We do this one service where I have to conduct, and it's almost super dark. It's on Good Friday. And the choir keeps telling me every year they're gonna get me white gloves so they can see me in the dark. I feel like Minnie Max. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, there's something. I'm staying steady for. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. 1. Can you get where you can see my hands?
What measure?
Where we start from the very top of page 16. 1, 2, ready, Okay, there's something going on with the counting then. That's what it is. It's counting the soprano line in measure 5. Okay, so we do. Wait a minute. Have a seat for a second. Huh? Yes. There is a typo. Where?
Fourth note, the soprano line less measured up.
Has to be a half note. Yeah. There's too many beats in that measure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah, honey.
Yeah, that's what it is, ladies. So that B flat has to be, the final B flat has to be half note. Right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Yeah. That's why we're falling apart there, because and then everything falls apart. And then, okay. And because I'm a soprano, I'm following a soprano line, and then you're all going like, how is she adding an extra beat in a bar? Why is she making it a bar of 5? Palestrina was not that much of a rock star. He's not pretty, okay? But no, yeah, so that it's type of, okay. Problem solved, problem solved. 1, 2, ready, Good. Okay. So we got somewhere. Where did we go? Good. All right. We're almost to the hosannas. Good. We're almost back to the hosannas. Good. So sopranos, we fixed that problem. So the first 8, 12, 11 measures, we were all together. And then it started to fall apart in 12-ish. Okay. So, but it wasn't any one voice. It was just, I think, have you guys gone through this before? No. Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Okay. All right. Then nice work. Good. So let's look at the baritones. Let's look at the baritone part from the beginning. Let's just go from the beginning. 1, 2, ready, and very nice. How did he have you pronouncing that word? Sabaoth. That's what I would say. Yes, Sabaoth. Good. Dominus Deus Sabaoth. Okay? It's not Sabaoth. I'm only saying that because I know people who would sing that, but it's not. So I would be correcting if you were, but you're not. But I'm just, in case you're checked out and thinking about your chocolate peanut butter sandwich waiting in the freezer. Can you tell what I'm thinking about? No. Okay. Good. Tenors. You did a fabulous job, but let's just double check that much. Okay. From you get a snooze fest all the way to measure 7. Saving up your energy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Yeah, yes. Good. Hang on one second. One thing I want to do. The downbeat of measure 11, just double check. Felt like we rushed that. It's written as a whole note, but that 2-beat note a little bit, and I don't want you to get ahead of anybody else. Yeah, and now I would sing us. Don't try to keep it make it a little more. Okay, can have a little more point to it. It'll have a little more space, and it'll have more height, and you won't feel like you're working so hard. Great work. Keep going. Where did we stop? I don't remember. Oh, we stopped at measure 17. Yeah, 17. So 18, 19. So you get another short break there because he's working you hard here, this Palestrina guy. So 1, pick up to measure 21. 1, 2, 3. One. Good. Did Chandra give you any articulation in measure 21, 22, 23 with that repeated B flat? No?
First time.
Okay. Oh, this is the first time we're doing it. One. So if I was your conductor, your forever conductor, I would want that da 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 I would have a little Luftpause or whatever you call it in Baroque music. I would have a little It gives a little more interest to the line. And I would really I would lean into that B flat before the A natural. You always want to lean into the crunchy notes because you know if you've got a repeated note that there's a reason usually. Again, when your part is working against somebody else's, that's like a clue of it's a holdover from Renaissance. They would do a little trill there and everything. It'd be a big fat trill in the middle of it. Good. And we got all the way to the Gloria Tua. Good. Can we have the altos from the beginning? The beginning of 16, okay? Or should we just do the tenors and basses? Tenors and basses? Tenors and basses. All right, from the beginning of the basses and the tenors, wake up by measure 6, 6.5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good work, guys. Two things I'm gonna say. I would say bases, circle, measure 15 into 16. You get from 15 from the do to the sol, but you don't quite get back up to the do all the way clean on the end of 16. And then you're climbing the scale and it starts to get under. That day you have to really feel as higher, it's pulling you up. Right? Okay, so really feel like that's pulling you up, because if you're going to lose pitch and this whole thing is going to lose pitch, that's your danger. That's your pitfall right there. Tenors, I wasn't fibbing. I don't know. I don't want to name names, but somebody's still rushing the downbeat. 2 beats on the downbeat of measure 11. It's a little, you're going to get off, and it's like you're excited to get to that F and G, which sounds lovely when you get there, but it's going to be even more lovely when you get there at the right time. Okay? Make us wait for it. Build the anticipation. Good. Can we try everybody, and I'll throw some notes since we didn't get to work on any of the ladies' parts. I'll try and throw notes at you. But let's just see how far we get in the song. Just we've got 3 minutes.
Could you throw the C in measure 6 particularly powerfully after the?
Yes, the
For some
downbeat of
reason,
6.
I know it's only third down, but for some reason we're not getting it.
It's because, honestly, the reason is because the basses and the sopranos are on this nice, perfect interval in your. It's about that. That's the reason. Yes, there's a very good reason why it's difficult. It's because it's very crunchy. It's very rock star for our friend Giovanni here. John, he thinks he's John Bon Jovi here. Giovanni Bon Jovi Palestrina Bananarama. Everybody stand. We got 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Let's see what happens. Crash and burn. Crash and burn with me. You love it. Fake it till you make it. 1, 2, ready, and. Good, 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 good. Is there another typo? Hold on, there might be too many beats in the soprano line again. See, it's not all our fault. It's not that we can't count. The page is wrong. We have proved it. Good, I feel like I was losing some alto steam. Yep. You're lost. Okay, I wasn't trying to pick on you. You're the only part that I didn't pick on though. Okay, good. Let's go. The problem is there's not a good place to really start. We're gonna start at measure 16. When you have a dominus, that's when you come in. Don't worry, tenors and altos finishing off what came before, the sanctus is before, okay? Bass and soprano on beat 4. And then altos come in on beat 4 the next bar, and tenors have 3 more bars to wake up from their nap. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on a minute. You guys should be 1, 2, 3. Do, re, do, si, so. Yes.
We're totally lost.
Yeah, I know. Altos, and there's nothing I can do to help you. I promise you, there's nothing I can do to help you. In less than 2 minutes, negative 2 minutes to help you. However, you're doing a lot of really good work because when you can find the right note, you're singing the right notes. I'm not hearing wrong notes. I'm just not hearing any notes. It's a lot of bread and not a whole lot of peanut. Every once in a while, I'll say, a smidge of peanut. No, but good work. Sopranos, you need to circle measure 23 and measure 19. There's some miscounting going on in both in the both of the whole notes. Okay, you're speeding through them and then you're off because you're supposed to be having these suspensions across the line and they're not happening because you're moving with the people that you're supposed to be bouncing off. Okay. Basses and tenors are doing great and you're just sticking your part and you're not going flat. You're just sticking it. So altos, we got a little work to do. Yep. But we can work on it, right? We can work on it. You got all the tools. You got a great conductor. Thank you all for letting me be here.
Thank you. Good night, people in TV land.